the interview, we talk about the modern day parenting, which is becoming a very big challenge, because with both the husband and the wife working, the children left home alone, and they just rely on the gadgets and all the technology which is available at hand. This is a very, very serious issue which is facing the society, especially in India at the moment, and of course in the Western countries as well. How do the modern day parents actually face this problem, and how do they really tackle this whole issue?
Don't say modern day, I think westernized parents.
Okay.
Why I'm saying this is, see, before we break any social structure, we must have a better structure ready. We break one structure without any clue, what are we going to do with the problems that arise? Any structure, however bad a structure is, some structure will be working, all right? Every structure will be working in a society at some level. If you break that, what is the alternate structure? Can the whole population make this trapeze bar jump? No, a whole lot of them will fall down. Some will jump successfully, rest will not jump. So when changes happen, if it's more organized and there is more consultation and all these things, it would be better. But that has not happened. Well, in Western countries, they have all kinds of babysitting arrangements, which you don't have here. So if we've brought in this thing that both man and woman will work today, so having children becomes a huge problem. At least till they're 5–6 years of age, if they don't have that fundamental care, I don't think they grow up very well. And we have had the luxury of our mothers being there all the time. The value of that, I don't think you can ever evaluate that in economic value. Well, she did not earn a rupee, but the value of her life in our lives is immense. So, we have to not simply follow the West, because they're suffering immensely in the West. We don't have to go the same way. This does not mean women should not work. They should work, but we could do this in a more gentle way. We can do variety. See, today work is not necessarily all physical outside. There's a whole lot of work that you can do on your computers. Offices could be set up in the home atmospheres. It is very much possible.
But despite all these support systems which you're talking about, isn't our society also heading towards a westernized culture? Like, for example, children or the teenagers having sex at a very early age, and this is something which has already started in India as well.
See, one solution we are looking at is, I'm trying to push this concept of a one building city. Here there are offices, homes, schools, shopping, everything. And people work there, especially women. If they work there, if they have children, they can, stagger their times in so many different ways. They work in the same building, they're living in the same building, there's a wonderful forest and natural atmosphere around them, children will grow up in nice atmospheres. You must understand, in the West, even though these situations are there, they have a lot of space, there is a lot of arrangements for them. Those arrangements and those spaces are missing in India. If you follow the same lifestyle, the suffering that will come to us will be many-fold more than what's happening to them.
So what's your one-line prescription to the political leaders, to the society, to the country, towards the last leg of the interview?
See, one important thing that needs to happen is economic development right now. For this to happen, we are thinking in so many ways, largely, doing things as other nations have done. But in our country, still 65% of our population is in farming. And we have a latitudinal spread. From Kanyakumari to Himalayas, we have a latitudinal spread where you can grow just about anything that anybody needs in the world, okay? And 12 months of the year. And we have a farming capability. This means intrinsic knowledge is there. If we don't make farming lucrative in the next 3 to 4 years' time, you will see, I've already kind of surveyed this. Not even 2% of the farmers in Tamil Nadu want their children to become farmers. In 15 to 25 years' time, we will lose the ability to grow food in this country. Soil is becoming weak, water is weak, we are losing out the farming capability which is there in the human beings right now. If we do this right, we can become the breadbasket of this world. And economic well-being will be well spread out. It is not just in one tall building in Mumbai, all the money is stored up. The economic well-being must be spread out for the well-being of the country. That can only happen in this nation if we make farming truly lucrative. So I think this is the way forward. Industry, everything must happen, but the largest number of people are involved in this sector. If you do not transform that in the next 3 to 5 years' time, we have a huge problem. We're talking about, 50% of the population, which is nearly 600 million people below 24 years of age. Youth is a tremendous energy. Only if you have them focused, skilled, inspired, they're fantastic. If you leave them unfocused, unskilled and uninspired, we have the biggest problem on our hands.
You've already given so many tips, so I'm sure all the political leaders and the people who are watching this interview will learn a lot from you. It was a pleasure talking to you, Sadhguru. It was a pleasure. So that's it on this episode of To The Point. See you next time with another personality. Goodbye and thanks for watching.